Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Weisheit, licensed clinical social worker. So very excited to be with you today. Thank you for joining us. And I've got a couple of really special people here with me because you know what? Sometimes our pets are like our people to us. So we welcome into the program Valerie. Valerie, who is with the Terrebonne Parish Animal Shelter. And Valerie's got a special guest with her. You can see Jack sitting there with her. So Valerie Robinson, again, the manager. Valerie, how are you?
Doing well. It's been busy.
Yeah,
I'm
sure. I'm sure. And the reason it's been busy is for pups like Jack's.
Pups like Jack's, yes. So since Hurricane Ida, we've taken in over 600 animals, just like Jack's. So over 600.
Gosh.
They have come through our shelter and need of some sort of help one way or the other.
Right.
We've taken in strays, we've taken in abandoned animals, and we've also taken in animals that owners just couldn't provide care for any longer, and they felt like they had no other option.
600.
600, yes, over 600 to date.
Wow,
so a lot of animals have been displaced. Hurricane
Right.
Ida, unfortunately, did a number on Terrebonne Parish, as you know, and
Right.
so that the pet component was one of those things that people don't really see, necessarily because they see the human side of that first, understandably. Good boy.
He's excited to be on
he
TV.
is. He's a handsome
He's
boy.
sharing with the public what it's like to have to take care of extra people and puppies.
Yes. And so since Hurricane Ida, we've done a number of things. One of those missions was to supply the community with pet supplies.
Right.
And so we're continuing to do that today. We supplied the pods that are remaining open with some pet supplies yesterday. Cat food, cat litter, and dog food primarily, but we're also working on using some grant funds for other supplies like crates and things.
Okay.
One of the things that we'd like our community to know is that if they need our help keeping their pets, to contact us. Our phone lines are finally up and running, so that number is 873-6709, so we are back up.
Right. And y'all are available Monday through Friday, 9 to 5?
We're back to our normal schedule.
And 10 to 2 on Saturdays for
10
adoptions.
to 2 for adoptions on
Only,
Saturday.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, for help. And our focus has primarily been keeping people with pets. So our goal is not to open up our doors and take in pets every which way. Our goal is to keep people with their pets primarily. And so that has been a really, really big focus of my teams. So again, supplies is one of those things that keep people with their pets.
Right.
Jax is going to do a little dance for us here, but he, just like Jax, his owner got overwhelmed to the point where they, couldn't care for him because of the hurricane. One of those things resources that we're offering to our community is a temporary solution to that.
Okay.
911 Foster Pets is an organization that's designed to provide temporary housing for people's pets that are displaced. And so essentially what that looks like, it's not a shelter, it's people signing up in their own homes to foster pets and directly connect with people who need temporary homes for their animals. So we have people that lost homes, and there's people who, on the other side of that, Good Samaritans that say, you know what, I'm not, in a bad situation. I can potentially take your, pet temporarily until you get back on your feet. And so 911fosterpets.com allows that to happen directly with the Good Samaritans and those people who are in need as well.
What a unique program. It's one of those things where in times of need you talk about how our pets are important to us. And it's got to be a difficult thing for somebody to be able to say, I can't take care of my pet right now. Very often these pets, kind of like Jack's, bring so much joy to other people, and it really makes a difference for somebody who can temporarily house them and take care of them for us until we can get our lives back together, hopefully get our homes back together, and do that. I mean, the displacement of my pets for the storm has been very real, very unique. And so we've had to make some tough decisions. So I feel for the people that are experiencing this as well.
Yes, definitely. And the other thing is there's also another program that we help with for people who have come to the realization that maybe they can't keep their pet, at all, and even if it, is temporary. There's a program called home-to-home.org. And it's home-home.org. And what that program does is place people with pets permanently. So it's a a permanent thing where people might, go to and say, look, I can't keep my pet anymore. I'm looking for a great home for him, but it's a permanent. So the 911 foster pets is exactly that. It's a 911 situation. It's an emergency situation where they're temporarily holding on to the animals. But hometohome.org, it's on our website, again, www.tpcg.org/animal shelter. And that information is up year round, so that the animals don't have to come into the shelter. We all know that we have, my team's wonderful. They're fantastic human beings, the best on earth, but it's still stressful for an animal to come into a shelter.
Sure.
A shelter environment is stressful. And so if we can avoid that and taking in those animals, and they can just go directly from a home to a home, which is why the name of the organization is Home to Home,
right.
That helps out a lot.
Okay. And so y'all can help facilitate that, as needed. We want to let people know about the programs. 911fosterpets.com is for those pets that really need a temporary situation. Home to Home is home-home.org is for somebody who knows that they can't take care of their pet any longer and they're looking for the option for them to be able to do that. I got a few seconds left. Anything else you want to add, Valerie?
Just that, if you are a pet owner, one of the things that you need to do is when you're rethinking about these evacuation plans is to include your pets. And so when, next year's hurricane season rolls around, that you have a better plan.
For next year. I like that. No more storms this year is what you're saying. I like Valerie.
None.
Appreciate that. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Jax, thank you for joining us too. We appreciate it. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. All right. That'll do it for this edition of Bayou Time. Don't go anywhere. A lot more local programming when we continue.